two 1-1 teams. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Stay with your man. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back. Red, cycle. 57's the mic. Go.
They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Switch, switch, switch. Bang, 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 bang. Ready, go.
A give running right is Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll look to throw here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now receiver in motion left. Mitchell is in. Touchdown 49ers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting.
Number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd and 3. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Stopped in his tracks by Chase Winovich.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And across with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he got blown up on that play, back at the 20. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion right is Smith. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Shot 17.
They'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Another tote for Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Yo. Yo, Mike 56. Mike 56. Drill 52. I can't believe they even let you play.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Check as the first half is winding down, and the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will do it. for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Again, he finds Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Samson Abuka. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On the move to his left. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Drill green. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
A give running right, ETN. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, ETN once more. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run with ETN. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Smith will come in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, look at the catch there by Moore.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw again. Over the middle to Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
You got 3 down. He's checking. Crash.
Red, yellow.
57's Mike 57.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
60 red. Ready.
They run over center with Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
6, mega.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2nd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Switch.
36. 17. Yellow.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block.
Here we go. Room 32.
Hey, check.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
I'm coming for you.
Zoom black.
56 to Mike.
Fly blue.
Mike. I got it.
Set cut.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
In motion right is Smith. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That pass complete to Moore. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go. Drill 52. Yellow 43. Hey.
In motion left goes Smith.
Mike 51.
Ready to go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Field flat. Set. Cut.
Back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Sam Sloman now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to let it fly.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Smith here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Smith will come in motion right. 2nd and 5. Throw left side complete. That's more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Ready. Black shot. Ready. 38.
They go play action here on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. In motion right is Smith. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers come up with